Welcome to our first installment of the PSIS Student Podcast. Today we're here with our two speakers to discuss about topics that are quite hot among our youth. In this first episode, I'll be your host. My name is Payam and I'm a student in PSIS Bangkok campus, studying in 12th grade. And today we have two talented speakers. Please introduce yourself.
I'm Iang Chubi.
My name is Dang Sarai Manita.
Nice to meet you, and nice to meet everyone here, the audience, and whoever is watching behind the camera. So today's topic will be a very sort of controversial and also a very hot topic as well among us, as well as our parents and teachers. We'll be talking about the topic for today is called freedom, and I'll be asking our speakers some questions about the topic freedom, and they'll be expressing their ideas and opinions, and we'll be studying together on the word freedom. Now, to kick off the program, my first question to them is, in your own words, what is freedom? So, Chubi, you can start off.
Okay, to me, freedom is the ability to do something at will, to do anything you want without any restrictions, without any constraints, either ethical or unethical.
All right. And Manita, if you would like.
Just like to be said, and for my own freedom, the word freedom, to me it's just like choosing your own decision without anyone telling you to do, making your own expression about what topic are you like deciding on, and so on.
I see. So is there something that you enjoy doing? Like, what do you like doing? Like, is there anything you enjoy doing in your free time that you consider is a freedom of yours, or like a privilege or anything?
I enjoy having my own room.
I see. So that's a freedom. Yeah. Manita, do you have anything?
For me, if there's a school event, I really interested in it, and I join the event in my free time. Yeah.
All right.
And if there is something else, I just like hanging out with my friends. Yeah, that's it.
I see. Yeah, I also have my own room actually, and I consider it a privilege. It's sort of my own private space. Now, is there anything that you actually enjoy doing but is actually you're forbidden to do it, or it's not suitable for you to do? Do you have any of those guilty pleasures? If Manita you have, you can go first. Or if Chubi you have, you can go first. Anyone can go first. It's okay.
I think I would like to answer question in school exams my own simple way instead of following the books.
I see.
But in current school system, my point would be deductive.
Yeah, I agree with you too. And maybe we can talk more on that afterwards if you want to, about freedom in school. Yeah, that's a good point actually. Yes, and Manita, if you could.
Mine, I think, is just like the same as to be, and like the freedom. It just, if I have like free time, just go out beside the school work. Yeah, that's it.
I see. So I'm sure not just our speakers, but actually everyone who's watching this, our classmates, might think that there are more, their definition of freedom is obviously different from each other. And some might think that other person has more or less freedom than themselves. So what do you think on that? Do you ever feel like there's anyone else who has more or less freedom than you? And how do you feel about that? Is there anyone?
I think some of my friends have more freedom than me.
I see. So what's the case? Like, why do you feel that way?
They can go out, they can spend money.
So is that how you define their freedom?
I mean, they don't really get restricted by their parents.
I see. Parents restriction. I see.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
And they can go out at night and party and all that stuff. I'm not jealous. I don't want to do that.
Yes.
But they have more freedom,
I see.
and they use their freedom in the wrong way.
Ah, that's
I
a
want
very
freedom,
good point. I see.
but in the right way, you know.
All right.
And for me, some of my friends, like they have less freedom than me, and some are like having a lot of freedom. But for me, I just like feel, you know, because like you already know that Asian parents are pretty strict with their children.
Yes.
So I'm really glad that I have enough freedom, like to decide going out. But I have a curfew, like I have to go back home before 6. So yeah, it's not much, but it's still enough.
All right. So that's a very nice point actually about how to be raised about parents' restriction and when they go with Asian parents and stuff like that. Yeah. So if we have more time, we can also talk about that. Well, I mean, there's a lot of stuff to talk about actually, and I feel like I'm gonna try my best to host this episode, so it will be less awkward to watch, and I hope you also contribute to breaking down the ice. Yeah, because we can talk freely about anything. Obviously, we don't have to follow the script even. But yeah, my next question for you actually is. Because having freedom, like having a lot of freedom and having little freedom, they can really affect a person, yeah? So what is your opinion on that? Like, do you think having too little, or like do you think having too much of freedom from a young age would be bad, or whether it is a good thing growing up? So what are your thoughts on that?
I think there needs to be a good balance between restrictions and freedom. Because if you restrict your child from doing anything, they would never get into anything. They wouldn't learn, they wouldn't fail.
I agree.
They wouldn't find interest. You know? There needs to be a space for you to learn and grow. So if you restrict your child from that space, then when your child grow up, they don't know how to do anything.
I see.
So there should be a balance between freedom and restrictions. Because like full freedom, they could use it in a bad way.
I see.
And when you give them freedom, you also have to teach them what is right and what is wrong.
Yes.
You don't go tell them what is right, what is wrong. You tell them to think. You tell them how to think, how to judge what is right and what is wrong,
All right.
and what to take from society. That's my opinion.
I see. Yes.
As for me, I agree what Jubi said. Yeah, because like Jubi had said it almost everything, so mine is just like a little. Yeah, just like Jubi said, we have to think if we have like the space of the freedom and decided what is right and what is wrong. So try to use that space and do something that advantage to you. Don't use it like making the bad decision like smoking cigarette or doing drug. Yeah, it's bad for your health and it's gonna be worse for your family as well.
I see. So this